Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey,
Back to throw. Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cook's now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hold on. Check 37. Check 37.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Throwing, Winston. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No. Off. Value 1.
Now gone. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Carson. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, Mike. Hey, exit. 54.
Gone. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tiger.
Out of the gun. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run for.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston stepping up. He'll try and run, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Gall. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
White 20. 54.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw is gone. This is brought in by Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man. Because
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Carson. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run with Henderson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Not today, you are. Not today.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 17.
Throwing on third. Gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, 88 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that tells you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 22, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
180.
51. Man, I got you.
Gone. This is caught. It's close. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Gone. And that's caught inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the toss with Henderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A shotgun snap for Goff. So the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same circuit.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for still get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen with Carson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Henderson going to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Gall. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there. Nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possession.